Welcome back. All right, so a quick news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Saturday, June the 22nd, just before we go out to Chilliwack for a meetup. So just a couple items to talk about. We'll start off with Arizona. The Coyotes are not happy, and they're letting people know how not happy they are with the bid being canceled for that parcel of land, and they still want that parcel of land, or they're exploring all their options, which it feels like we've heard Arizona say this before. Again, this is why the team was moved to Utah. This way, all of the discussions of what's going on with Arizona are not impacting an NHL team playing this fall. So, in a statement, they're objecting to the cancellation of the auction. There are others that are kind of saying, hey, look, the team didn't do its due diligence on the entire process here. They're being called out on the fact that they didn't do due diligence. And then there's others saying, well, wait a minute, people knew that they were the ones that were bidding for this land. They really wanted it and should have let them know. And like, it's a back and forth. And so the Coyotes are exploring all options. The NHL also, that what this does is it means the NHL doesn't have to release any statement on this at all. Nobody has to ask Gary Bettman a thing on it. And if they do, he can just say, you'll have to ask Alex Morello. That's not something that we're worried about at this point. We've got the new Utah facility and this new market we're worried about. Arizona's got plenty of time to figure this out. So keep in mind that if this whole thing does fall apart, the NHL could very well look for a brand new owner, get a brand new team name, and put a brand new team in Arizona. And that may very well be what ends up happening. So for people who want the NHL to give up, I don't think they 100% did. It just feels like they knew that the situation with the Coyotes did not work on any level. So we'll see what happens next. So from last night's game, I did see some people saying that goal was onside. The first goal by Barkov there, that should have been onside. But if you look at the overhead, you can see that it was offside. It was close. Like with the camera angles they were showing, it was really, really close. But yeah, it was offside. And now the pressure's all on Florida. A lot of talk about Maurice and whether or not Paul Maurice's legacy is on the line. And really, the pressure's not on the Oilers. Chris Knobloch and the Oilers have been remarkably consistent since they were down 3-0, feeling they were playing pretty well. Feeling like, there's not any pressure. We're not going to panic. I have to hand it to the Oilers. They've done a good job of backing Florida into a corner. And now on Monday, Florida has to find a way to fight their way out and win that game, or we're going to be talking about this for a while. I get the feeling that even if Florida wins Game 7, we're still going to be talking about this final for quite some time to come. So we'll see what happens, but the pressure is all on Florida. I expect a raucous crowd on Monday, but it might be a nervous crowd too. If the Oilers get that first goal, if they go up 2-0 at some point, it could get kind of quiet in Florida. But if Florida gets the lead on the other side, then quite the opposite will very likely happen. But we'll see how it all goes. Ty Smith signed a 1-year, 2-way extension with the Carolina Hurricanes yesterday. It's worth $775,000 at the NHL level, $200,000 at the AHL level. There's a guaranteed cap hit of $275,000, or a guaranteed contract of $275,000. So if he spends a whole year in the minors, he gets $275,000. It's not bad for playing hockey. Alex Turcotte signs a 3-year extension with the Kings. That's the Kings garb. Worth the league minimum of $775,000 per season. Since being drafted early, Turcotte has not lived up to the billing, but, at 3 years at league minimum, there's no risk with that contract, so we'll see what he does over the term of that contract, and if that might end up being a huge bargain for the LA Kings. But good on Turcotte for getting a 3-year extension. Keep in mind, tonight is Game 5 in the AHL Calder Cup Final, because we will be playing street hockey in Chilliwack today. I will not be able to see that game. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. So, should be a great, fun game. Game 5 and Game 6 is on Monday. So, because of the schedule being as it is, I will not be able to cover a Hershey Coachella Valley game unless that series goes to 7. Would I be surprised to see it go to 7? No, I would not be surprised to see that series go to 7. It's been fantastic thus far. No reason to think it won't go to 7 games. And if it does go to 7, 7's on Wednesday. So I would absolutely be able to watch and review that game. So stay tuned for that. I know those don't get nearly as many views as like NHL reviews, but it's fun to watch AHL games. And so if you're able to watch that tonight, I think the NHL Network in the U.S. is carrying it. But yeah, they're fun games. It's pretty good hockey. And game 5 tonight, series is tied at 2. And then games 6 and 7 are in Hershey. So Coachella Valley really needs to win this one tonight. I would expect that they do, but we'll see. And yes, for the record, with Florida, I still think they're going to win it because I've been saying that since game 4. So I figure, why change it? I'm just going to keep saying it. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.